It's a vast area of the Canadian Shield, where rugged shorelines, awesome rock formations, and dense forests create magnificent scenery. It's called Algoma Country. Scenery aside, Algoma Country also enjoys the benefits of rich natural resources, along with a good industrial base that is well connected to world markets by road, rail, air, and water transport. The main provider of rail service in Algoma Country is the Algoma Central Railway Incorporated, appropriately nicknamed the Tracks of the Black Bear. The railway, which became a subsidiary of Wisconsin Central Transportation Corporation in 1995, operates over 325 miles of mainline track, 296 miles from Sault Ste. Marie north to Hearst, and 26 miles from Hawk Junction to Michipicoten Harbor on Lake Superior. Algoma Central is first and foremost a freight hauler, providing a key link to the transportation needs of local customers. The forest products and steel industry are especially heavy users of rail service. To the general public, however, the railway is best known for its famous Algoma Central tour trains. During the summer and fall, it's the Agawa Canyon train tour, while in the winter, it's the snow train. Running north from Sault Ste. Marie to Canyon and Eton, these trains carry 100,000 passengers annually through the majestic beauty of Algoma Country. Conveniently located in the heart of Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma Central Station sees plenty of activity as passengers from all corners of the world board the railway's passenger trains. Departing Sault Ste. Marie, trains pass the busy St. Mary's Paper Mill, the giant Algoma Steel Corporation, and the Algoma Central Rail Yards, before heading into the wilderness of the Canadian Shield, and on this occasion, towards a morning rainbow. While passengers take in the scenery, enjoy the hospitality of the informative tour hostesses, or maybe have a meal in the diner, the railway's operations people, the train crews, the dispatchers, and the maintenance forces all team up to make your trip a safe, comfortable experience. Over 200 trestles and bridges carry Algoma Central rails across countless streams, rivers, and lakes. With a height of 100 feet, the 810-foot span of Bellevue Trestle affords a breathtaking view of Bellevue Valley. The village of Searchmont, 32 miles north of the Sault, is the last sizable community the tour train passes. So the station looks quiet now, As the next scene will show, it bustles with activity when the local passenger trains arrive. Just north of the station, children from the Searchmont Public School perform the school day ritual of greeting the tour train's passage. So impressed are passengers that cards and letters from all over the world continually arrive at the school. Between mile 43 and 45, our train skirts Atchigan Lake, known for its excellent lake trout fishing. Cool overnight temperatures and an abundance of water make morning fog a common occurrence in Algoma Country. The morning mist lingers as the northbound tour train rounds Ojadaki Lake, then passes the weekly way freight, which carries supplies to the numerous camps and cabins along the railway. An early snowfall adds contrast to the lush forests as the train passes Mecatina, 65 miles north of the Sioux. Sunshine now greets us as we pass Mongoose Lake, so named because it is shaped like its namesake. Algoma Country hosts a wide variety of trees, resulting in dramatic variations of color. The upslope and hilltop areas are common to maple, yellow birch, and white pine, while spruce, balsam fir, poplar, white birch, and white cedar are prevalent in the valleys. Friendly waves greet the tour train as it passes Regent, mile 89. The buildings at this location, like several others along the line, once provided accommodation for the railway's local section crews. The advent of modern mechanized equipment changed all that, and today they are private cabins. Montreal Falls, mile 92. Here, the train crosses the spectacular Montreal River Trestle. 130 feet high and 1,550 feet long, the curved trestle is a highlight of the trip, and the train's 20-mile-an-hour speed across the structure allows ample time for sightseeing. The power dam, which was constructed around the base of the trestle, supplies electric power to Sault Ste. Marie and the surrounding area. The Montreal River is renowned for its pike and walleye, and the river is navigable for 30 miles upstream. Mile 97, our train passes the railway's highest point, 1,589 feet. A few miles later, we wind past Freighter Lake as a southbound freight awaits our passage. Tiny Freighter Station at mile 102, like Searchmont, will become a hive of activity when the local passenger trains are due. Just listening to what the track supervisor advises the locals' crew gives you an idea as to the importance of these local trains.
There's about 20 people, baggage, and a septic tank for you at the freighter.
Freighter marks the beginning of our 12-mile, 500-foot descent to the floor of Agawa Canyon. Throughout our descent, the tracks of the Black Bear parallel the canyon and Agawa River and afford superb views of the canyon, along with the occasional glimpse of Lake Superior in the distance to the west. At mile 112, we reach the canyon floor and will shortly arrive at our destination, spectacular Agawa Canyon Park, 114 miles north of Sault Ste. Marie. Just prior to entering the park, the train crosses the Agawa River, then passes beautiful Bridal Veil and Black Beaver Falls. The park's remote splendor, along with excellent trails, beautiful lookouts, and relaxing picnic areas, is readily apparent as the tour train arrives for its 2-hour stopover. One of the canyon's most notable features, aside from its fabulous view, is the lack of sound. Only the wind and occasional bird calls disturb the silence. There's plenty to do during the stay in Agawa Canyon Park. Passengers may elect to climb to the lookout, seen just above the doors of the coaches, or just take in the fresh air and endless sights. Friendly people and fantastic scenery. Indeed, there's something for everyone in this scenic wonderland. While tour train passengers explore the canyon, it's back to work again for the track patrol. So let's catch a ride with them as far as Bridal Veil Falls at the south end of the park.
Howdy.
Hi, Rick.
How you been?
Good, yourself?
Good.
We've got quite the number of tourists coming through.
I think we've got 1,400 today again from the looks of it. We had 1,400 yesterday.
The trails in Agawa Canyon Park have been developed to provide a wide range of hiking opportunities. While all are well maintained, perhaps the most popular one takes people along the banks of the Agawa River to the 225-foot Bridal Veil Falls. The river is home to speckled brook trout, beaver, otter, and ducks. All too soon, the 2 hours pass, and it's time to head south. Homeward bound, we catch a final glimpse of Lake Superior 5 miles to the west. 30 minutes later, experience once again the spectacular Montreal River trestle, and continuously wonder at the limitless natural beauty that makes up this recreational wilderness. While arrival in the Sioux brings an end to the rail journey, there's still ample time to check out the well-stocked station gift shop, or maybe walk up to the locomotives and shake hands with the friendly Algoma Central engineer. In Algoma Country, winter's arrival means not only snow-clad landscapes and glistening ice, but the return of the snow train. Operating weekends only, the snow train runs 120 miles north to Eton before returning to the Sioux. Unlike the Agawa Canyon tours, there is no stopover, and as we make our way north, you'll appreciate why. Winter's short days find the sun just rising as snow train passengers board and the crew prepares to depart for the snowy wilderness. Making good time in crisp weather, the snow train soon leaves the city behind and presents its passengers with a feast of snowy sights, all courtesy of Mother Nature and the winter giant. Recreation in Algoma Country changes with the seasons, and when the local arrives at Searchmont, the summer's canoes and hikers have been replaced by snowmobiles and snowshoers, both popular activities in this winter paradise. Ice buildup on the rock cuts, though nice to look at, is constantly monitored by the track patrols. When it gets too thick, it's chipped away to avoid damage to passing trains. As well, the annual average snowfall of over 150 inches keeps Algoma Central's variety of snow removal equipment constantly busy. The crossing of the Montreal River Trestle is every bit as spectacular in winter, and about the only part of the river not frozen is the section below the power station. Shortly after swinging around the railway's sharpest curve at mile 94, our train passes the two plows which have cleared our way north, now safely out of the way in the siding at Hubert. The road into Freighter is not maintained in winter, so unlike in other seasons, the station will stay pretty quiet when the local arrives.
Between mile 112, 112 to south. And to south, the siding switch Eton.
As we once again descend to the floor of the canyon, compare how this area looked in warmer times. The snow-choked rock cuts and barren valley certainly present a stark contrast.
We're just coming down to 109 here. Can we have a work order at 115? Can we get some track to Eton?
The floor of the canyon also puts forth a far different appearance. The Agawa River is frozen, and Canyon Park sports a blanket of several feet of snow as the snow train continues another 6 miles north to its winter destination of Eton. North of the park, the rugged canyon walls progressively narrow until at mile 116.5, they are just over 50 feet apart. The snow-covered rock on the right is known by crews as the Monument. Just beyond this point, the canyon abruptly widens to a broad valley.
Charlie will line up for a switch and we'll run around. You can get the train from the siding back on Sault Ste.
We're going to have to get a work order before we let them out back onto the main.
Eton, 120 miles north of Sault Ste. Marie, marks the end of the snow train's northward trek.
You're cutting out, Charlie. Go ahead.
Once our train takes the siding, this southbound freight will continue its journey, and after cleaning some ice and snow from the switch, our locomotives will transfer to the other end of the train for the return journey to Sault Ste. Marie. As we once again travel through Agawa Canyon Park, and in a moment past the frozen cascades of Bridal Veil Falls, it becomes easy to appreciate why no stopover is made. Just visualize hundreds of people detraining to experience snowshoes and 4-foot snowdrifts for the first time. It would be most interesting, to say the least. As our train climbs out of the canyon, crosses the Montreal River Trestle, and again penetrates the snow-clad forests, don't think the snow train is the only way to enjoy an Algoma winter. This recreational paradise is as popular under a mantle of snow as it is in summer. It offers over 1,200 miles of groomed snowmobile trails, downhill and cross-country skiing, and of course plenty of ice fishing. Tie in a few winter carnivals, and it makes for a great celebration of winter. Having passed the northbound local and another freight, our destination is now less than 30 miles ahead. It appears the cloud cover from that winter storm is starting to give way to what should become a magnificent Lake Superior sunset. What a perfect way to end a wonderful day. On arrival in Sault Ste. Marie, every passenger aboard either the Canyon Tour or the Snow Train will have completed the unique experience of riding a tour train over a mainline railroad through some of North America's most spectacular scenery. The Algoma Central Tour Trains.